happening, everyone? Hello, and welcome to the Review Roulette Podcast, the podcast that brings strangers together for a movie night. I'm your host, Lora. Join me as I bring two strangers together as we watch and review a randomly selected movie. Now let's spin that wheel and see what movie Lady Luck has picked for us tonight. Welcome to the Review Roulette Podcast. We're gonna find out what movie we're watching on this lovely Sunday. Ooh. We're watching Star Trek, Wrath of Kahn. So I'm very familiar with this movie. I don't even know why Nick has to look up what this movie is about.
You just say everything. I'll just kick back.
There's a dude who's mad. No, you can read it. I haven't seen this. Like this is the OG one. This is the
Yes.
Ricardo Montalban with his fake man boob chests.
All right. Star Trek Wrath of Kahn came out in 1982. The premise is with the assistance of the Enterprise crew, Admiral Kirk must stop an old nemesis, Kahn Singh, from using the life-generating Genesis device as the ultimate weapon. This is directed by Nicholas Meyer, who is known for such things as Star Trek 1, or Star Trek 2.
It's like he didn't do one.
Star Trek 4, and Star Trek 6. And time after time, which I have not seen. This stars William Shatner, who obviously plays Kirk.
Who's known as being Kirk.
And the Priceline guy.
Yeah, and TJ Hooker, right?
And TJ Hooker, yes. It also stars Leonard Nimoy, who plays Spock, who is known for such things as the Star Trek series, the Bilbo Baggins song.
Yeah.
And the
he's in Fringe every once in a while.
And the photography book for naked women.
Yeah.
Chubby naked women.
He's artsy. Or was.
And it also stars DeForest Kelley, who plays McCoy. And is he known for much?
Oh, he was
also just the Star Trek series as well.
Well, he was one of the older people on the show. So he got
that's right.
By the time he's actually in a show, he was quite old. Okay. And so you're not gonna go everybody else? You could say the names. James
Doohan, who plays Scotty, Walter Koenig, who plays Chekhov, George Takei Omai, who plays Sulu, Michelle Nichols, who plays Uhura, Bibi Besh, who plays Carol, Merritt Butrick, who plays David.
He died right after this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Paul Winfield, who plays Terrell, and Savick is played by Kirstie Alley. And Savick. What did I say?
Savick.
Whatever. And Ricardo Montalban is Kahn.
Surprised he's not up there. I guess if you have all of the Trek
you have to
people,
do the main cast first.
Got to get them out of the way.
Work your way down.
Okay. Well, we'll bring just one guest on for what's happening. As we're watching Star Trek Wrath of Kahn. That was the movie that got picked.
Okay.
I'm sure you've seen this movie. have you seen Wrath of Kahn?
I don't think so.
Really? I'm disappointed. I guess what Star Trek movies have you seen that we're watching Star Trek?
I've seen like all the remakes, all the modern ones. Those are really good.
You get to see I guess that was a remake of Kahn, right? The one with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Kahn!
Oh, I was so mad at that movie. I was like, they switched everything around. I thought they were being clever.
They kind of had to. I mean, it was a new generation of Star Trek.
True. But no, I don't like it when they change back. Like, that sounds so fun.
He came back. It's okay. Spoilers.
Yeah. You're like, oh no, yeah. I like, at least they didn't wait, because in this one, like, pretty much the same thing happens, but like, you don't know that he's not going to come back. So you're like, I guess he's dead. I guess.
No, he's dead.
They shot his body in a sunglass case. I guess that's a spoiler for the end of this movie.
Sunglass case.
I'm out. Oh, I guess. So what do you do now? Because you're not in the Air Force anymore, right? Are you still in?
No, I'm out of the Air Force. I've been out for over a decade.
What? We only got out of high school like how long? Oh man, it's been a long time.
2006.
Shut up.
We're old.
You guys are old.
Shut up.
We're really old.
Really? Damn. Okay.
You old bastard.
Shut up. I thought it was just 12 years, right? Because never mind. Math's hard.
14 years.
14
years.
Yeah, 15 now. Damn, it's 2021.
Fuck.
Oh crap! I'm coming.
So you just did the one tour then? Is that how that works?
Yeah, I just did 4 years in. I did 2 tours in southern Iraq. Got out, did some security work, did some more security work, delivered pizzas, worked at Menards, and now I work for Pepsi.
I haven't heard Menards in so long. They don't have those out here. The Menards. They have Pepsi out here. Pepsi's everywhere. But
yeah. Well.
Menards is like Home Depot, but bigger and better.
Yes. I remember we went there.
Yes.
We went to Iowa.
They moved.
Yeah. I got to work in the outside yard and drive around and play with forklifts all day. It was wonderful.
That would be nice. Like, don't talk to people like,
so
I
much
need to go.
shenanigans.
So many Menard shenanigans. That sounds like an awesome show. Menard shenanigans.
Okay, like legit. One time we had someone return a safe. They forgot the combo for it, so they're just like, "Yeah, we have to return it. We can't use it." So we literally backed up a forklift, gunned it at full speed, and put a tine straight through the safe.
Oh,
we opened it.
Did he have stuff in it? Like, what was in it?
Nothing.
Oh. I thought maybe like he
just the
like,
tine
remembered the
at that
combo.
point.
Oh, that's like
Literally, they set the combo, they forgot the combo, and they just returned it.
So you're like, well,
and you're like, you didn't write that shit down? Nope. It's like, oh god, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
commit this number to memory. We forgot it.
I think it started with a 7. Like, there's a couple more digits in there. Like,
I think there was a 7 and an X and shit.
Like Batman symbol. Like,
sir, this is a letter combo.
You should have made it like your wife's name. I didn't remember how to spell it. You're like, oh god, this is so bad.
Your wife's middle name. Crap.
Why do you make
Jim?
Yeah, Jim. K?
Larry?
I'm not even married. Like, what are you talking about? Oh my goodness. My brother was in I think was in the Air Force, but then he is out. But he works for it now. He was like, I forgot where he works out of. He works out of Colorado, but he had to go to Minot for
his. Poor man.
Did you have to? I'm trying to remember. I thought you had to go. Or does everybody go to Minot?
No, everyone went to Lackland.
Raineys.
Lackland was in San Antonio. It's where you do your basic training at.
Oh, I think that's where we saw him graduate. Because I remember we went down to go see him, and it was
you see him walking down the bomb run.
Yeah, we're like, I think that's him. They all look the same because they're all in the same outfit, all very tightly put together.
What year did he finish basic training?
Oh shit, what was that? It might have been like 2008 or 2007.
Depending on when, I was there. I got stationed at Lackland.
Because it seemed like he went after it was weird because I graduated and then he went in, but he's older. So it's just like, why did he just waited? But we'll throw Rainey in. Rainey, good morning. I'm sorry. Sorry about daylight savings time.
I did not know it was daylight savings. I'm sorry.
I had to Google if you guys had it, and then Google made fun of me for doing it.
Can you just give me one more minute?
No problem. Sorry. Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
It's like, good morning.
So you just straight woke her up.
I'm sorry.
Get the hell up. We got a podcast to do.
Wake the hell up. Podcast time.
You said you'd be here. Oh. Yeah, because he was, I'm trying to remember when Matt graduated. Yeah, it seemed like it was like 2008, probably.
What job did he do?
He did something with the communications in the B-52s.
Lucky.
So yeah, because he I forgot what it was, but he kept telling us like there was so much crap in those planes that they can't take out because it messes with the weight. So he's just trying to fix stuff from like when they made them, and he said they hadn't made a new B-52 since World War II or something like that. Like essentially, it's just I was like,
you can just retrofit everything.
It's like I would just assume they kept making new ones. He's like, no. I was like, oh, okay.
No, they want to spend their millions and millions on other things.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, because he said there was one time they took off from Minot and landed in Guam, and then that the plane wasn't going to be able to make the trip back. So they flew it there, knowing it wasn't going to come back. Yeah, and he said they lost one engine during flight. And I was just like, oh my god. Like I remember because we flew recently, and it was like I think we were flying back to Iowa, and like it dropped twice, and I was like, oh, it's so scary. He's just like, I've been in a plane where like the engines go out, they go back on. I was just like, oh my god, I'm not going to know this shit. Like,
yeah. Well, when I was in the military, I did military police, so I do like flight line security and such. Oh. So we get calls that it's like in-flight emergency, like plane might have to make an emergency landing kind of thing. It's like, oh,
like what?
Please don't.
I don't want to deal with this.
The worst though was the worst was one day I was really hungover. I was at work and there was a C-130 doing an engine run for 12 hours. And he was literally like maybe like 200, 300 yards away from me. Oh, God. So I'm hungover as all get out with this loud engine running all day long. It
seems so wasteful. It's just like, yeah, it's like leaving your car out when it's like.
Yeah, it's like leave your car idle for the next like 6 hours just because you want to make sure it doesn't die.
It still works. You're like, oh, yeah.
Just peeking out the window every now and then. Oh, yeah, it's still running.
Not on fire. Not on fire.
Not on fire. Still warming up. Okay, we're good. Cool.
That would be so bad. Yeah, I think I randomly ran into your dad and he told me you're an MP. And I was just like, this is how this small town works. You just randomly ran into people's family and they're like, oh yeah, they're doing good. It's like, no, they don't live
They're
there
still
anymore.
alive.
Yes. It's like, hopefully he leaves soon. It's like, oh, okay. Like, oh yeah, because we had Aviva on. I was just like, it's like all the high school people I get to see again. And Rainey, who again wake up.
Yeah, Rainey, wake the hell up. Come on. Chop, chop.
It's a puppy. She got the puppy.
Oh, the puppy. The puppy.
Puppy's like, I'm on.
Mommy, it's too early for this. He's so cute.
Mommy, why did you wake me?
She's been following me around.
Oh, it doesn't even look like it's light outside yet.
No, it's
there's a little light.
Oh, it's 6:30.
Oh,
we had a really heavy rainstorm, so it's really dark.
oh, we did too. We actually had rain. What was it? The first rain we've had in Vegas in 260 days.
Yeah.
It was like,
oh my goodness.
It was like it had never rained, and it was like poured. We're like, oh,
for like an hour, and then it's back to sunshine. I'm like, damn it.
Oh, it was fun while it lasted.
We have rain. We had rain earlier this week, and we have like 100% chance of snow tomorrow.
Oh,
nice. We just have chances of flooding.
I don't miss that.
Yeah, for more snow.
Yeah. Oh. Are you still in Iowa?
Yep, I'm in Cedar Rapids now.
Oh, you're like moving on up to the bigger town. That's
moving on up.
That's where the airport. Okay.
It smells like oats there.
The city of five smells.
We flew out of?
Yeah, remember it has the smell. I mean, it's not a bad smell. I guess it depends on the day, doesn't it? Because they do the different things different days.
It's the city of five smells.
Yeah.
You know, some days it's crap. Some days it's God knows what. Other days it's crunch berries.
Yeah, I remember that one day we went in. So Rainey, there's this town in Iowa where the airport is, and they make cereal, but they make different things different days, so you can tell the whole entire town smells like whatever they're making. So there's like some days it smells like brownies. It smells like somebody's baking brownies like all day, and then there's the crunch berry day, and then there's the granola day. And then everyone's
like, outside, you're like,
yeah.
You're making crunch berries today.
Like, is it Tuesday? It's crunch berry day. But it's always so weird. I always have to tell people like when they go to like there's gonna be a smell. And they're like, is it bad? I'm like, no, it depends.
It depends on the day that you go there. It's hit and miss.
There's one that is a questionable smell day. It's like, oh
yeah.
But
we're
better
watching
than my town.
Oh.
When you first enter my town, it's actually right near the tip. The garbage dump. Yep.
Oh. Like it gets better. It gets better. Oh.
I promise it'll get better, not worse.
I don't actually live there. We live past it. I mean, but we're watching Star Trek: Wrath of Kahn. That was the movie that we got.
Ooh, nice.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I have a while ago. I can't remember. But I'm glad it's one of the good ones.
I just always assume that everybody's seen this movie. I guess I probably shouldn't do that. It's just like, have you not seen Wrath of Kahn? Did your dad not make you watch every Star Trek movie that ever happened?
I mean, yes, he did, but
we had I forgot how it worked out because essentially we had all of the shows on tape. Like my dad would tape them at night, like because they were always on after like the news. And so it's great to watch.
You do VHS and you like record it, then you pause it during the commercials and whatnot, and then you record it again.
But it was great, because he wouldn't pause during the commercials because it was always on after like the 10 o'clock news. And so we have all these tapes of all these amazing 90s commercials. Like I feel like I should put them up on like YouTube. But it's like I remember there was like you could get a brand new Pontiac for $3,300. I'm like, wow. You could buy a brand new car in the 90s for $3,000. It's like, oh my God. And there's like they have all those like it was during the Hardys, like the Moon, the thing that's canceled now, the Crescent Head guy.
McMoon from McDonald's.
Yeah, they had some of those. Oh yeah. The California Raisin commercials.
Oh yeah.
Oh, California Raisins. I remember those guys.
But yeah, so
we didn't get the raisins.
I used to have the toys. I used to have like little like miniature toys of the California Raisins.
Those are probably worth a lot of money now.
Yeah.
Because all those turtles are worth
money. They got thrown away years ago, but yes, they probably were worth a lot now.
Like, because my cousin Jeff, Jeff has all of the like the turtle ones, and I was just like, when I remember playing with those when I was little, I'm like, he probably has like $8,000 worth of turtle toys, and I think he still has them. It was just like, I'm sure his like nieces and nephews play with them, but I'm like, you're sitting on a gold mine of green there. Like, so that sweet Technodrome could fetch like $400 on eBay. Just some person that's the same age as us that just wants to own it. You're like, no, let the little kids play with it.
I just want to relive my childhood. Just give me that.
Splinter, no. Oh.
Something like that happened a while back. A buddy of mine had a going away party, and we have a bar down here in Cedar Rapids. It's an arcade bar.
Oh, nice.
And they had the Ninja Turtles game. We probably dropped $10 in quarters just to play the game. And we beat the game.
You could be more sad. We actually have the cabinet in our house. We have the one
the 3/4 size cabinet.
Yeah, we have a 3/4 scale
cabinet
turtle cabinet. And I was just like, oh, I was so tempted because we bought that one, and then they have Big Buck Hunter, and I was just like, oh, we could have Big Buck Hunter in our house. It's like, oh no.
I'd buy Metal Slug.
Oh,
yeah,
that was my arcade game as a kid.
I feel like everybody had their cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was like the thing. Like because we watched Mortal Kombat last night, and we were talking about like everybody. And was Jay said he probably spent like hundreds of dollars in the one like he probably kept that place. He probably paid rent for the arcade. I just imagine the arcade owner has to pay the rent in quarters. He's like, this is the only currency I have. I have tickets
goes to
as
the
well.
bank like 3 times a week, just depositing quarters. Here's a bucket. Thanks, guys.
He's like, your rent will be 7,000 tickets. You're like, but I only have 6,900. Like, oh no rent for you. That would be great. Now I just want to go play Mortal Kombat. Mine was Area 51. That was my favorite arcade.
Oh,
that
was a great one.
It's like, but should we start? We'll start Star Trek so Rainey can go back to bed.
Get their selection.
I might go back to bed later.
Like it's fine.
Should get their selections for movies and their
yeah
thoughts on Star Trek.
So
to do the beginning part.
Well, it's been a weird start.
Yes.
We had one episode this morning that went off with the hitch, and then Andy came on and just ruined the internet for us.
I'm good like that.
It turned into a weird miming episode. We had to like, can you hear me? It's like obviously not, but no. So you get to add movies into our movie pool selection. So we have the lovely. I'm so excited for Razorback someday. That was what Rainey put in. She put in
one day.
Yeah, so one day. You could just put in another. You could just put in Razorback again. So there's 2 of them in there. But you can pick another one.
No, I'll pick something else.
Which one do you want to put in?
Let's see. Let's look at what have I got in my movies folder? Arachnophobia.
Arachnophobia. Okay, we'll add that one in there.
Yes.
Is it scary? I don't like the scary ones.
No, it's not.
God
it's
damn
not
it.
that scary.
If you don't like spiders, you'll hate it.
Yeah, I mean, it is called arachnophobia.
Yeah. Is it like, what is that, subversion therapy where you're like, just watch a little bit at a time? You're like, I can't take this.
It's got one of the guys from Dumb and Dumber, the other guy.
Oh, not Bridges. What is his name?
Jeff?
Is it Jeff Bridges?
Daniels?
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels. There we go. We got it.
There we go.
Jeff Bridges is like, yeah.
No, that'd be really weird if he was in this one.
It'd be interesting to see Arachnophobia with the Jim Carrey, and it was like, they're everywhere.
Like, well, okay. It went from being a horror movie to a comedy.
Yes. Like, your face is more scarier than this movie right now. Forget Arachnophobia. We'll add that in. Andy, what do you, other than your Sands of Oblivion, because we'll probably watch
Other
that.
than my Sands of Oblivion, are we talking like a good movie to watch, or
Please?
like
Yes. Yeah.
a dumper of a movie?
It's a
Don't
movie
worry, I give all
want-
the bad ones.
Yeah. No, I'm so excited for Razorback. Razorback looks amazing.
Entertaining.
Yeah, entertaining. Something, because essentially
Entertaining.
people are going to be like, if you put a horrible movie in there, we're going to tell them it was from you. We're like, Andy picked this. And they're like, what, that monster of a man.
Okay. Smoking Aces.
Okay.
Ooh, good choice.
Who is it? Is that with Natalie? No, who's in that one? There's a bunch
Ryan
of
Reynolds, Ray Liotta.
That's
Ooh.
right. I
It's
actually
got like a star-studded cast.
I saw the sequel to that movie before I
The
saw
sequel was
first.
garbage. The
Yeah.
first one though is phenomenal.
I
like,
remember I was just like, what is this?
I'll admit,
Right.
like the first 45, 50 minutes of it's just a lot of build-up, but then after that, it's just nonstop.
Is it like a 60-minute movie? That'd be funny. Be like the first, 40 to 50 minutes.
Yeah, it's like
And then
it has to build and kind of escalate, and then just it kicks off and just doesn't stop.
And then arachnophobia. That's a long word.
You're gonna have to spell check that one.
Nah. I can just see the red line under my red text, just being like, no.
Just sound it out.
If you get the phobia in Iraq, you got it from there.
Remember, it's A, not I.
Like, I got that part.
Different Iraq. Different.
I can't remember what word I was trying to spell, but like spell check wasn't even like, couldn't even understand what I was doing. I'm like, if you don't know, then I don't know. Like,
I had that one time. My girlfriend had sent me something. She misspelled it so terribly that the Facebook thing is just like, "Do you want to translate this?" They thought that she was speaking a different language.
So it just translated from her like version of English. Like that's what it's translating. It's like, this is what she meant to say. Like, oh, thanks. Why haven't you been here forever? Oh, I also like some, because like a lot of the ones like it's like a translating into Japanese, and I'm like, that's not what they put. I don't think that's even close. Okay, should I throw you in now so we can watch some sweet?
You do not have to throw me in. I just share the screen.
Okay, let's see. Let me get my stopwatch going. Where did it go? And then you might hear a dog's random death battle going on in the background.
Oh, yeah.
I keep hitting the wrong one. Ready? Okay. It's the pair of Mellow. I'm so excited for Wrath of Kahn.
And go.
Okay, we're just going to go watch the movie now, and we'll be right back here for our review in part 2 in just a second. But just so you don't feel left out, here are some choice clips from us watching the movie.
The movie Aliens. Are we on LV 426? Because this movie is about to get real good real fast.
That'd be an interesting crossover.
Yeah.
You're like,
Chekhov's
you're
about
not
to get a
Ricardo
face hugger.
Montalban? Yes. They do. They did have an episode of the original series that had a face hugger.
Oh, did?
Yeah. They went. There was an away mission that they didn't have any responders, and then they went back, and it was this. I'll have to see if I can find a picture of it, but they're like clear latex monsters, but they look like plates. And how they made a move is like they frisbeed the monsters, and then like one of them you could tell it's like him holding it on his face is the only way it's on their face.
Maybe we need to stop giving these like multi-trillion-dollar ships to dumbass captains to get them blown up every time.
Yeah.
He's all smug on the deck. He's like, I'm gonna get this ship blown up. They put me in charge. They were idiots.
Gotta love that soon-to-be crash smell. You're like, oh.
I was so proud of her. My family came around for my birthday, my brother and his kid. And Dandy gets really hyped up and wants to do zoomies and lunge. But then she realized, oh, it's a baby. I can't.
He's like, no, let's be delicate. Oh,
I was so proud of her.
that's my girl.
That's my girl. That's my fur baby.
There's a lot of texture going on in these outfits.
Yes, there are. And a lot of beige.
I just want to see the man boobs more. That's all. Am I gonna see them?
You should just make a cut of this movie with just his man boobs just to see how many minutes of sweet man boobs you get.
Yay, everyone's dead.
Woo, genocide.
Ta-da, they're dead.
Screw you. I'm fine. Jamone. As long as your boobs are okay, that's all that matters, man.
He checked there first. That was the first thing.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, thank God.
Your lobster buddy.
You lobster. I'm allergic to shellfish.
Claw buddies.
Claw buddies for life.
Nobody.
Claw buddies for life.
Nobody's.
Yeah, the claw buddy.
Click, click, click. I leave to you my claw crackers.
The solid gold.
Tell Mr. Krabs, I'm feeling it.
Why is this
You'll
turning
always
into
be
a
my
lobster episode?
It's just the bibs.
It's just the bibs.
How did they get him out of there anyway?
Don't know.
Whole thing's flooded with radiation.
We buried him with a biscuit recipe.
We ransacked his quarters, but we couldn't find it. Let's get started with part 2, shall we? But first, if you'd like to be a guest on the Review Roulette podcast, just sign up at our website. It's www.reviewroulettepod.com. That's www.reviewroulettepod.com. It's in the lobster verse. It's fine. Well, that was Star Trek. I guess we'll review it really quickly so we can all go eat because we're all very hungry.
Yeah.
The end of the movie just turned into food talk.
Oh yeah, it's like
It just turned into
lobsters.
straight lobster fest and
Yeah.
cheese biscuits.
Gonna do
Literally about
burritos
45 minutes. Last 45 minutes of the movie just turned into lobster fest.
in Maine.
I blame the uniforms.
So I guess neither of you had really seen this before. Did you guys like the movie that is a
It's
sequel
just
to
been-
another movie?
It's just been a
I
really
like
long
the man
time.
boobs.
Best part of the movie.
Oh.
My favorite part was the man boobs.
Yes.
The easy bib that came up a lot. The sprinting to get to the lobster fest. That
Yeah.
was really nice. I liked that. I can relate with that.
We're all hungry. It's so,
We're all really hungry.
like I give this 2 turkeys out of 5. Like that's not even a system. Oh, we should get rated on the lobsters.
I give this 3 lobsters, 2 for the man boobs, and 1 for the bib.
I agree with that assessment.
I mean, like literally, once you saw him come on screen, it's like, okay, I am focusing in on these guys right here, and it's just like I can't focus on anything else.
I wonder if that was his idea or like
I,
how did that discussion come about? Be like, I feel like I could be a little bit more masculine, but we'll make you boobs. It's like, great.
I feel like I
Okay.
couldn't focus on the story once I saw those boobs in frame. I'm just like,
I read the script and I'm like, you know what needs man boobs?
Remember.
Just writes man
I need
boobs.
something to draw the eyes from
I reckon
here
in the
to here.
in the first scene he was in, I reckon they actually had more tan and shine to them.
They were very properly powdered.
Yes, it kind of faded as the movie went along.
It just makes me think it was filmed all in one day. He's like, we can only get the boobs on for one shot. Maybe he kept them and he just like, I want to be buried with my man boobs.
Bury
ins-
me with my man boobs.
my biscuits.
When that guy died,
Fuck.
hold me to your
Fuck.
bosom.
Just
Yeah.
killed all the biscuits. And it's like, yep, now I can
Was
die.
it yours are superior? Is that what he
I
said?
said yours
Also
are
superior.
Yes.
Just hold me to that.
Right there with Carlo Montalban.
I do like that it had the Moby Dick book.
And then the quote at the end.
Another quote at the end.
Yeah.
I'm glad you caught that. Otherwise,
That's
he's like,
good tie-in.
he's this weird fancy talking.
Yeah.
It's probably a good like
The
analogy. For
last
Star
I,
Trek.
yeah, what was it? To the last I grapple with thee, from hell's heart I stab at thee. From the last breath I spit at thee, or something like
Yeah.
that.
That is pretty cool. I like that. It's very spiteful. Be like, I will kill you over and over again. Stupid whale. Oh. Yeah. I'll give
And then
this
they
four
go
lo-
looking for them.
Yeah. There's nobody there listening to him there either.
You know what? Yeah, I'll give it 3.5 lobsters.
Yeah. We'll go four lobsters.
3 and a lobster claw.
It's just one lobster.
3 and a claw.
Yep.
Yes, we were all lobster clawing at the ends box scene.
Yeah. So
Hello,
Oh,
buddies.
let me
rock lobster.
live long and lobster.
Well, Nick, how many lobster claws are you gonna give? I'm gonna give Star Trek.
I have to give this one 4 as well. This is my favorite one.
We're gonna claw it up.
What?
Okay.
Oh.
He's just flying. We're all just flipping. Flip, flip. I don't know where my thumb. I'm trying to put my thumb away. Otherwise, it looks weird.
Oh.
He's got a weird like appendage on his clippers.
It's really hard.
I'm glad
I-
we're giving this movie lobster claws.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what the director was hoping for.
Yes.
Yes.
We never have the same rating system in any other episode because we're just like, like, would you recommend it? Lobster claws. Lobster
Lobster
claws.
Lobster claws? 3.5 lobster claws. Yes.
Rock lobster.
3.5 lobster claws from me too.
Yeah. I'll just see if I can find emojis to put that on there.
I would say also, and I don't think I know it's the second movie in the series of Star Trek movies, but you don't really need to have seen the first one or the TV show.
No.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just know it's Star
You're able
Trek.
to just jump in and start watching it like it's
Yeah.
nothing.
A little adventure. I kind of like that.
Because I think the only character that's from the first movie really is Kirstie Alley.
Yeah. And I think
And if you watched the TV show, then you would be confused with Chekhov knowing Kahn.
I always thought that, yeah, like if it would have been Sulu, maybe they didn't want George. No, nobody must have liked George Takei for some reason. But yeah, if it would have been Sulu, it would have been fine. But like, it's like I read a story about you. He's like, no,
yeah.
got your Moby Dick
I remember your face.
from the thing I read. You're like, what? That doesn't. Yeah, I love Star Trek so much. I'm so excited to get this one today. It's probably my second favorite fandom out of everything.
I was about to ask you first for some stupid reason. Never mind.
Supernatural. Sam and Dean.
Clearly supernatural.
Yeah, clearly. I don't even think I've seen an episode of Supernatural.
Oh, sorry. Now I feel like the weird one. Hey.
that is a weird. That's probably more normal.
Oh
than
yeah, we're gonna do the
Godzilla fan for no reason.
lobster
Lower
claw.
lobster claw.
Mm.
Lobster clawing.
I give this.
The wiggle in it. The
Your
wiggle makes all the
lobster's
difference.
Don't make me crack your claws open. You're like, oh, it was weird.
Oh yeah.
Weird
We're
man.
clawing it now.
I remember when I was little, I could only do it with one hand, and like I trained myself to be able to do it with
I can still barely do it with my left hand. Right hand,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
left
I got
hand's
it
hard.
down pat, but left hand's like.
Like that was probably the closest thing to some sort of exercise regimen I had when I was younger. I was like, I will be able to do this with both hands, damn it.
Claw exercise.
Like,
Claws.
I was lost a claw for days. We're like trying to tape it together, be like, no, I got this. I got
Oh,
this.
my left hand is really sore now from.
Yeah, me
Oh,
me
I'm
too,
old. Oh, this sucks.
It's gonna hurt eating Popeyes later. I won't even be able to hold
Oh
the sandwich.
man, Popeyes or Poncheros? I'm gonna go with Poncheros. It's gonna be softer. It's easier to squeeze.
Oh.
Just kind of.
It's like its own sausage roll. It's just a giant burrito. Like, just put meat in there.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Just kind of
thank you,
shovel it all down and hope for the best.
Rainy's lobster claw
I
rating.
thought she's. How many lobster claws, Rainey? I thought you said 3 or no 4. How many lobster
3.5.
claws? 3.5.
3.5.
3.5. Yep.
I think we're
Same here.
averaging about a 3.5 lobster claw rating.
Yep.
I'm assuming this
That's
is out
pretty-
of 5. Are we doing it out of 5 lobster claws?
Yeah, out of 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
out of 5.
That's pretty respectable.
Out of 100. You're like, oh.
I have 100. It's like,
Mm.
this is like
You
Sands of
understand
Oblivion
lobster
now.
claws.
I can't make that many lobster claws.
Well, thank you both for coming on. Sorry you had to come in on the
Okay.
morning.
There
I
is
need
at
to
one point.
Okay, thank you.
You know,
That's
we're all
exciting.
too out of it right now to know what's going on. So I think we all just need food.
How many lobsters does it take?
How many lobsters are we going to need to fully get back to where we were before?
So many lobsters. Yeah,
All the
hopefully
lobsters.
you guys had fun. Do you have fun, Andy, on your first time, your first go?
I had a blast.
Thank you for coming on. It's like you're probably the person I've known the longest, other than my sister. So Rainey gets to be on with like the weird people that I've known since I was like 4 or 5.
Sorry, Rainey.
Yeah,
It's okay.
we went to Sunday school
I'm
together.
just glad you weren't here for
I
the
had to
episode we're
explain
gonna
that to
do
my
next time.
girlfriend. She was asking how I knew you and how we met. I'm like, yeah, we went to Sunday school, we went to church together. She's
like,
like,
and then we went to school. We turned out okay.
It's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I haven't been to church in like a decade, but
I know that feel.
Yeah, we went to church. Yeah, I'm old. I get
We
it.
went to the same school. Like it wasn't just weird random church things when you're 5. Like we went to the same high school, right?
Well, hell, we went to the same church for how long?
Yeah, I think my family still goes there. I'm sure.
Yeah, my family still goes there too. I don't.
You're like, peace out, bitches. We're done. No. but
Yeah.
Rainey, did you have fun? Or what were you saying? At least you were here for what? Or was it for me yelling at my sister?
Yeah, I'm glad Andrew wasn't here for the Watership Down episode.
Yes.
Okay, that's right. We have to figure that out.
Yep.
That's going to be fun.
I keep every time I'm like, I'm emotionally preparing for Watership Down.
I'm ready.
It's going to be a good one.
You should watch that and Plague Dogs at the same time.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that.
No.
My heart.
She's got 2 sizes too small. You're like, that's the other way around. Oh, the
Invite me
bunny.
on for one of the casual kaiju one day.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, actually, I have to talk to because I think. Oh, can I just message you on Facebook now, or do you want me to keep emailing you?
No, just
Okay.
Facebook's fine.
As email, I always feel very formal. I was just like, Miss Rainey, consult you for an episode.
You want to do my plug?
Drink
All right.
Pepsi.
Yes.
All right.
Pepsi,
So
Pepsi products, Gatorade, Starbucks.
Will you let Rainey do her plug, Andy? Calm down. Calm
Yeah, okay,
down.
go ahead.
all right. So if you want to hear more of me,
Sorry, go ahead, Rainey.
okay, if you want to hear more of me, you can go to the Writer's Locke. That's Locke with an E. And we've just started our 2nd season now, if you want to hear some new stuff. And yeah, you can also hear the first season as well. At this season, we've got a bit more of a focus on characters for our discussion segments. That's what I run. So if you want to hear more about that, yeah, go ahead. It's on Spotify, Anchor, a bunch of other sites. Yeah, whatever.
Sweet. Oh no, it's like Pokemon. I was listening to it again. It just makes me sad.
If you love to hear Pokemon dying.
Yeah. It's like, you monsters, killing your monsters. Weird echo. And then I guess other than your Pepsi plug ploy, do you have anything you're working on, Andy? You have any like art shit you're doing?
No, Pepsi.
Pepsi. Is that Mountain Dew?
Oh,
Yes,
it's Mountain Dew.
I feel like that.
Drink Pepsi products.
Aw. Now I just want some Mountain Dew. I have to go get some Mountain Dew.
You have
I want
Mountain
that
Dew
meat
can
pie.
I know it's a little bit. But it was good seeing you all again.
Yep.
Good
And
seeing
you'll
you
come
guys.
back on and we'll watch Star Trek
Definitely.
3, The Search for Spock and Mountain Dew and Lobster. The Search for Lobsters.
The search for
Search for lobsters. The
Wow.
lobsters must be found.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye.
All right, thank you. Have a good one, guys.